This is just a transaction.
The woman opened the curtains.
All the men were waiting for her. The aide brought a chair. The model exposed her legs. The aide seized the chance to touch her leg. The woman quickly blocked him. Don't be so touchy, thanks. The aide was a bit mad. The model should help more.
The woman replied.
She placed her left hand on her head. She acted like she was gazing afar. Another assistant fixed her hair. Turns out she was a model. The students below started sketching. At that moment, the master entered to tell the students, "Today, we'll paint the huntress goddess Diana." The master had 1/5 vision. He could see something on the woman's leg.
He told the aide to wipe it off her.
The aide didn't care. He grimaced, wiping with the cloth. Roughly, he wiped her leg. The woman was at a loss. She knew the aide was getting even. The students began painting. The master says, "Draw the head fully. All the fine details on the body must be depicted. You must create the perfect goddess. The top artist this time will become my first apprentice."
The male lad observes closely from below.
Notices the woman's arm injury, then looks up. Sees the scars on the woman's back.
The master taps the stick.
The master yells at the apprentice, "Why is this you've drawn? The chest looks like a sack of flour. Redo it for me." The apprentice painting is taken.
Must start anew.
The atmosphere started to become tense. The woman glances at the male lad. She feels the male lad is always staring at her scars. Most apprentices finished and left, went back to revise their work, and the woman sees the leg man isn't drawing her. Instead, he's painting a monkey.
The woman is unhappy.
"You think I'm ugly? Is that why you won't draw me?" The male lad states, "I didn't mean that." The master displays our ideal goddess, but the scars on your arm? And the scars on your back, not at all the perfect goddess, so I can't draw it. The two left on that term.
The next day was the submission day.
All students line up. The master wants to review them individually. The first student submitted their work. The master had a glance. "It's too fat, you failed." Now assessing the second student. "Are you sketching your mob?" "It's too old, you failed." "Two monkeys are smarter than you. Get out of my studio!" And just like that, the second student was expelled. The male lad is quite tense. At least they drew something. He'll soon submit a blank page. The third student confidently shows their work. The master took a glance. "This one is decent overall. The lines are nice, proportions work.
But you didn't try hard.
You only captured the surface. Think about it and come back." Now it's the male lad's turn. The assistant passed the male lad's sketch. The master glances. First sheet's blank. Second sheet's blank too. "Are you kidding me? You dare hand in a blank? Are you mocking me?" The male lad, Chanjang, trembles. "I've got ideas." The master shows anger. "Maybe try dreaming in the sewer. That might give you some ideas. Submit by tomorrow. Otherwise, never set foot in the studio again." The woman returns to the studio. She wants to stay a model. She is let go by the assistant. "We no longer need you. I found a model for legwork." And she has no scars. Indeed, they found a new model, showing off her body charm. The woman has no choice but to leave.
She meets the lad outside.
Yuan greets the male lad. "Did you tell them I have scars on my back?" "Great, I've been fired now." Chungjin apologizes. "I didn't intend to. I meant to give you double." She finds the lad looks soft. She takes the main character to her place. The man feels a bit uneasy. It's not right for a man and woman alone in a house, but they must go in to turn in their work. After getting the payment,
The woman struck a pose.
the man says he's Da Vinci. "What's your name?" The woman is Luna. Da Vinci tells her to sit there. Showing just her shoulders is fine, but Da Vinci wants to paint with colors. Late at night, Da Vinci sneaks into the study. He steals the master's paint. He happens to see the master in the room working hard. Da Vinci steps up to ask. The master admits he's stuck on a puzzle. Turns out the master has taken on a big task. He has to raise an 18-ton cross
And put it on top of the church.
Completing the task would bring both fame and fortune. He aimed to be famous worldwide, but while drawing the design, he realized this was not going to be easy. The weight of the sphere is too heavy. The crane can only lift part of it. It can't reach the top, and it can't be turned to fit. Moreover, the scaffold cannot bear the weight. Any height increase may cause a collapse. The master's reputation might be ruined. The master needs to go back and rest. He couldn't even think up a fix. A young man, not even a proper apprentice. How could he work it out? Leonardo observed the white smoke without rising. Right now, the white smoke was weightless. If only the iron ball could behave like this. Leonardo quickly found a fix.
He sneaked into the master's room. He drew his design on paper.
Add 4 fixed rings on top. Forget the base below. And one set to the far left. Adjust the angle here. Leonardo worked all night long. The next day, the master was very shocked by the plan.
His hands were trembling.
He muttered that this was impossible. Why didn't I think of this? Genius, yes, a genius. Then the practice plan. Finally, the day to raise the cross came.
The square was filled with social elite.
8-ton cross. It started to rise. Turns out, 12 pulley sets were built up high, used to lessen the pull.
It could be lifted by just 2 people. The cross reached 50 meters high.
Next, it moves sideways. This is the crucial point. The nearby master is quite busy. He's putting his whole life into this.
The two push on.
The cross starts to shift. 10 meters, 8 meters, 5 meters. Da Vinci watches anxiously from below. We need to go fast, or else the structure can't hold up for long. The cross moved above the scaffolding. Only 3 meters to go. If it falls, people would die. The cross reached right above the church. 4 helpers at the tower top. People carried it on shoulders.
The cross was finally placed on the church. The crowd cheered.
Success! It's amazing!
They made history.
The master will be in church history, but only the master knows this wasn't really his wing. Da Vinci was very focused. It was truly his design, but misfortune soon followed. In the evening, Da Vinci returned to the studio. The master caught him stealing paint. The master let him explain. Da Vinci hadn't submitted the design. He sought to make a perfect painting. Da Vinci was dismissed from the studio. The assistant was the one who told on him. The next day, Leonardo heard about Da Vinci's removal. Leonardo was angry. Do you know how skilled Da Vinci is? She showed the master Da Vinci's painting and showed it to the master. The master was stunned at first glance. The painting resembled Leonardo's by 99. It was quite lifelike, even exceeded his own skill. He didn't know he had a genius student. The master went to find Da Vinci. Da Vinci was washing up. His future seemed bleak. Seeing the master, he felt anxious. The master humbly asked, "Was that design for a cross yours?" "Yes." The master nodded happily. "Come back with me. You will be my first disciple." Da Vinci was joyful. He went back with the master. Then the master received his second task, to create an artwork for St. Vitus Church. The master ready to paint Christ's baptism.
The little angels of Jesus.
The master asks Da Vinci to finish it together. Before they go, the master starts teaching Da Vinci. The first lesson is about light. The master tells Da Vinci light comes in 3 types.
The first type is direct light, the light from the window.
The second type is diffuse light.
Lights a cloth before the light. You can see the shadows.
How light and dark can blend perfectly together. This is the greatest challenge for an artist.
The third kind of light.
The master takes Da Vinci to look outside. The master spent his life in pursuit. How to seize the beauty of this moment. The second lesson is on color's essence.
The master mixes yellow and blue paint. It turns into green.
They arrive at St. Vigil Church. The master finished most of the book. He hands Da Vinci the most difficult little angel. Gazing at the angel's sketch, Da Vinci lingers for a while.
Yeah, he stops just before making a move.
He opens his eyes to picture the angel within. What appears is little Nas form. Da Vinci takes a cloth. He erases all sketches of the angel, then start drawing the angel as he envisions it. Paints from dawn till dusk, and from twilight to dawn. He paints. Da Vinci sketches the angel's details. At last, the pen meets canvas. The master has stood behind him all along. It seems Da Vinci has surpassed the master. The master smiled with joy. On the art's reveal day, Da Vinci attended with the master. Tears of joy filled the applause. People adored the painting. Notably, the angel part. The piece is truly remarkable.
Even the Duke of Milan offered Da Vinci a proposal.
He offered double pay and a private studio,
but Da Vinci refused.